Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Lady Seer, and when last we left off, we're on the penultimate level of the game, Onimen's Fortress, which we're fighting through and destroying all the siege ordnance that we find along the way. Everything that we destroy will make the effort of the Alliance against the bulk of the Tassoan forces that much easier, though we did run across a problem further into this level. That was a trap that we seemingly couldn't avoid. The problem is that I wasn't using all the resources that we have available, namely the spells that we were taught when we were reforming the Alliance, and one of those in particular, Poseidon's spell. That spell, which is activated by going left, up, right, and then A and B, makes you invulnerable for 10 seconds. And invulnerability will certainly aid us when it comes to dealing with those traps. So, let us work our way back to that trap and defeat it. First things first, bounce over here, get all of this, and destroy this for good measure. Then, we want to get rid of you because we know you're there. We want to not use that, and free you, and then wait for this to come back down. It's a good thing. Oh, you brought some jumbled pixels with you? That's marvellous! We don't need those jumbled pixels, but I greatly appreciate the gift. We, know roughly what to, expect for most of this journey. There are a few things that, I won't be able to see, like that archer there firing an arrow, but we should be able to conserve most of our health, especially if we can avoid you. No firing arrows at me, that's just rude. Down here is another archer, I do distinctly remember there being a foe there, and platforms that fall. We're going to jump over that, get rid of you, and this switch will get rid of the spikes there, which will allow me to grab this health and get back to full. If only those enemies with the huge shields moved, then we wouldn't be able to do anything. And look, more jumbled pixels. They look different to the first time we saw them, and they look, I think, a little different now. I've no idea what determines what the jumble looks like, but it's a curious oddity. This will activate this so that we can go this way. It's a good thing we can hang on to things with such precision and strength. We have 12 emeralds. We also have you gone. You're not going to stop me from using this, which is great. And over here is a platform that leads up. And there are all those goodies that I really wish that we could get, but I don't know how to get to them. So instead, we're going to go this way to that trap. Now, there are also lots of enemies above us. 3. Now there's a saw blade and there are poking spears, but if we go left, up, right, A, B, we don't do anything, but if we do it there, we activate the magic. The big gem on the ring is gone, we have a magical trident there, and the bubbles, of course, make us invincible. Hello, you. How are you? Do you want to go down there? You don't? Too bad. Now there's you. I need to be very careful because, you can actually hit me from there. I did not know that your swing had that much reach. But either way, we've only taken one hit, so we should be okay, apart from the fact that there's this trap. But that's okay. We have this magic, and we might as well use it, because, let's face it, I'm really terrible at using all of my resources in any game, so this will make up for it, at least a little. Deal with you, bounce up to here. That has goodies, including magic. That magic is greatly appreciated. Can I get that? I can get that. And we actually must be pretty close to the end of the level because we have 19 emeralds. We also have rocks that are falling. I don't like rocks falling. Rocks falling is pretty bad for our survivability. Let's go now. And we got hit, which means we fall back into that trap. Unfortunate, but what can you do? I mean, I could use my magic again, but I think we may need that magic later. So let's wait for these to align up again. Like that. And this time we avoided the rocks. Marvellous. There's also an archer over there that I should probably watch out for, and I didn't manage to avoid the barrels. Those enemies at least took one look at Lady Seer coming this way and went, you know what? No, we probably shouldn't. And they ran. Probably quite wise. We are a long way up, and also heavy cloud cover here. Only small rays of light are able to penetrate. Hello, you! You're so confident, why don't you come over here and have at thee with me? You won't? Well, that's your failing. Okay, we're up to there. Now, we've seen that before, so if we activate our invulnerability magic again, we should be able to deal with them without getting hit. I don't think this is going to protect us from fall damage or when we fall into water, but it'll protect us from you and you, who is on a elevated platform that we destroyed. Good thing. Is there any kind of... There is a platform here! I was curious as to whether there would be. And up here, this looks like the end of the level! And it is the end of the level! Ha ha! Well done, Lady Seer. And a rating of 56. Not very good, but it's good enough to get to Onimen, who is grooving on down. Dance, Onimen, dance! Dance for my amusement. Okay, you can stop dancing now. Let us go face the final boss, and if this is a boss where we shape change, there is a move that I didn't know that we had, and that is that we have a charge that we can use by pressing L. It might be useful, it might not be useful, but knowing that it's there is important. I expect to lose a few lives figuring out this boss's pattern, but we'll get there. We do have a lot of lives, but do we have enough? Let us find out. This is when the reason why Onimen is grooving on down there is because this is a groove on down boss and we have to dance our way to victory. Oh, if only. There are so few games that have dancing in the final boss. Let's go. Same boss music? So, you finally made it here. I didn't expect as much. See what happens when you trust underlings. I should have killed you myself. Well, care to take a shot now? Your overconfidence will be your demise. You have no idea what powers I've discovered in these forsaken chambers. We'll just see if your hocus pocus can defeat 1,000 years of shapeshifter magic. You will die an ugly teddy bear, girl. I don't have control here. We're going to, yep, shape change, and there is Onimen dancing. Looks like there's a face in his chest. Oh, there is a face in his chest, and we just shrunk down. What's this going to do? Oh, that is a rock there that we couldn't do anything to. I feel like that rock is important. There is a pressure plate beneath Onimen, and that is powering up Onimen's magic. Also, if we stay beneath Onimen at this point, we are entirely safe. And I like that, but we need to find a way to hit Onimen, because I doubt we can reach Onimen from there. Right, the rock is going to fall, and we can't do anything with the rock there. Right, there is something we are missing. Maybe we can push it? I'm trying to push it, but not doing so well at that. And we did take a hit when we were trying to push that rock. The rock, I think, is the key. The question is, how do we... There we go, shrink down again. Fortunately, we are not able to be hit when the... Okay, let's... Ah! We can actually push the rock like that. Okay, that is something to know. We can push the rock. And I bet we need to push the rock onto the thing that is charging up Onimen's power. That may give us an opportunity to hit Onimen. I haven't tried to hit Onimen yet, probably because, yeah, there's a shield preventing it. So I'm not going to try. Definitely not going to try. It's going to shrink us down. We're going to do this. Then this is going to drop. And then we need to be quick on that. Also, I didn't actually time that correctly. I want to see if I can get at least one hit on this attempt. If I can get one hit, then I know what I need to do. Need to be quick, though, because this attack pattern is pretty difficult to avoid if you're not beneath Onimen. And down we go. I don't get that opportunity to test if I can get a hit. If I hit the massive slab, it will disappear. So I think I want to charge into it with that dash. Here comes the magic that shrinks us down. Loads of enemies there. Enemies there. That rock. I think we actually need to... I pushed it too far there, didn't I? I pushed it way too far. So that's not how I'm going to do it. How do I only push it a tiny way? Do I have to dash from a long distance? It seems like until I get rid of the rock, Onimen doesn't do the move that's happening here, so I do have time to experiment. Also, I didn't get hit there, so glad for that. Gives me more time to see how this works. So you're going to drop the rock, then I'm going to dash over to... Aha! A little more. Ah, that did do something, and now I can hit you! Okay, that is what I need to do. I need to dash the rock over, not attack the rock, and then when it clicks onto there, the shield doesn't work anymore, and I can hit you. I can only get one hit in, and I imagine Onimen has quite a lot of health, but I shouldn't have two. Ooh, this is, that continued a little longer than I thought it would, but, this is a pattern that is pretty easy to, oh, and that moved us over to there, which is curious. Right, rock there. Dash over, it clicks, and we get the second hit. Aha! You know, you really shouldn't have the, thing that charges all of your power be a very obvious switch in the floor. What you really shouldn't be doing is, dropping the slabs on me. You should just be floating forever and using this magic, and then I wouldn't be able to hit you. But then again, maybe you need to charge that. Right, you're now going to go over to there. We're going to go over to here this time, because this is where we get dragged to. At least we were dragged there last time. So, hit you. And you. The rock will appear. Dash it over to there. And we get hit number 3. Haha! This is some powerful magic. I can see how Onimen was able to unite the Tesoa under his banner. I doubt any Tesoan warlord would be able to resist this power. Fortunately, we have the ability to shape change. And we also have the know-how to know the weakness of Onimen, which is the fact that Onimen relies so heavily on magic. Deal with you. You, the rock will fall, we push the rock, we hit you again, and you turn into a demonic form and fly away? It's been a long road. Don't know about you, but it's time for me to go home. We weren't able to defeat Onimen once and for all, but hey, that's how a good sequel hook is made. There isn't much left of that castle, that's for sure. I know that you will always support me in all I do, and I will always protect your freedom. Today, with the Tesoas gone, peace is yours again. Celebrations! Fireworks! Conversation with the other Alliance leaders. I know we fought them to the last man, but you have to understand that it was Onimen we were fighting, not the Tesoas.
No, Seer, you don't understand. They attacked us once, and they'll do it again.
Let me make this easier for you all. I'll take the Tesoas and govern them for you. You again?
You have met this man, Lady Seer?
Yes, he helped me escape from Onimen's prison. Did you see those great fireworks tonight? Oh, you.
The offer stands, ladies and gentlemen. I won't let anything go without my supervision too. Perhaps this is an opportunity to deal equitably with the Tesoas. Nevertheless, I agree that we must all oversee them together.
Well, I'm willing to give the man a try. After all, he did help me out of the Tesoa dungeon.
Always a pleasure, Lady Seer.
Something about this person makes me not trust his intentions completely.
Then may our alliance be blessed.
And with that, we've reached the end of the game! And look at the credit sequence, a game created and developed by RFX Interactive that unfortunately went bankrupt in 2003 and closed, which meant that planned games like Lady Seer 2 and Sword of Seer and Lady Seer 3D never happened, which is a shame because Lady Seer is a fun game. It's very fun. I regret not getting it all those years ago because had I have got it, it would have been a firm favourite on the Game Boy Advance. It's not too long and not too difficult, but it's a beautiful game, very well constructed, and it just plays so brilliantly. I really like the graphic style, I really like all the little bits of attention to detail, and it is raining power-ups! I wonder if there are huge emeralds in the levels. I didn't find any. Also, it is raining the occasional angry pumpkin. I don't like the angry pumpkins. I haven't got any of the bonus levels, but it does look like the final world doesn't have a bonus level, and I doubt the bonus levels change anything about the game's plot itself. Also, brilliant job there with the art, brilliant job with the music as well, brilliant job all round. This game has thoroughly impressed me, and I'm sad that the company that made this ceased to be shortly afterwards, meaning that we didn't see more. That does make me sad. Perhaps somebody someday will pick up the Lady Seer IP and do something with it. Also, minecarts! Haha! That's the one thing I would have liked to have seen a little less of. And it's as if the game knows that I said that, and has the minecart animation. That said, really good animation all round. Really good everything all round. If there was one thing I would say that... Another thing, actually, that I would say that would need changing is that the magic that you're given when you're reforming the Alliance should have been a little bit more integral to getting through the levels, because I only needed to use the invulnerability one twice in the final full level. The other two spells, the fire spell which damages all enemies and the air spell which kills one enemy in sight, they would be pretty useful, but not needed. Some would argue that that is a good thing, that you don't need the spells, but they're things that were emphasised quite a bit when you defeated those bosses, so you'd think that they would be more critical. Also, is it just me, or are all the power-ups going a little bit faster? It's probably just me. Either way, this is a really, really fun game, and I'm glad to have finally experienced it in its entirety now. If you like platformers with their own charm and beautiful graphics and animation, I recommend you give this one a try. Thanks to James Cole for the website. For the turtle bug. Oh, there was a turtle bug? And there's more credits for TDK Mediactive Europe. There are a lot of credits here, and we're going to see them all, because it's always good to see the people that made a game, that put all of their love and effort into making this a thing. And I'm very glad that they did. Very glad indeed. Very glad. Very glad as well that the final boss did not have a second form, though it would have been quite apt if the final boss had had a second form and we had to use our sword and magic to deal with a flying Onimen. I do wonder what they had planned for Lady Seer 2. I do wonder how the plot would have progressed if Onimen would have found another army to attack the kingdoms with. Would have been intriguing. Maybe we could have even had some character swapping, you know, playing as Lady Seer but then switching out to other people who had different abilities. That would have been neat, but that's just me hypothesizing, because there is no Lady Seer 2. It was cancelled. These are long credits. They are going for quite a bit. It's a good thing we're avoiding all these falling things, otherwise we would have perished on the screen. I hope it's not looping. It could very well be looping. Quality assurance? A lot of people worked on this, and it shows. It really, really shows. We saw a lot of health pickups, and my was I glad to see them. Also, the other pickups that are just whooshing by, the proper full health pickups. Those are the ones I really wanted to see. Also, this just shows that there isn't a walking animation for the bird. The bird is just going, yeah, I'm not actually walking, what of it? Alex, Tank, and Zachary Epstein. All these people, so many people! We also didn't hear this track at all when the levels were actually going on. This is a track exclusive to the credits. For an early Game Boy Advance game, I am thoroughly impressed with this. Thoroughly impressed. As I say, should have given it a chance many, many years ago. I'm just sitting through this now to see if it actually does end. Oh, you grinny pumpkin, you. You're so sneaky, dealing damage, like so many other things. Yeah, I've not seen that one before, so we're definitely still in the first loop, if there is a loop. So many people worked on this. There are some games where the credits go by in like 40 seconds. This game, they just keep going. Hey, can we get more people working on this game? Why do you want more people working on this game? Then we can have the credits be really, really long, and we can then show off that minecart animation we're really proud of. You sure you want to do that? That'd be very expensive. Hey, you want people to see that animation, don't you? Yes, but then get more people working on this game. I suppose we could do that. Okay, that's not what happened, but if it had happened, it would have been silly. But the credits are still going. Nope, they're not going anymore. They have finished. It's like the game heard me, and we're back to the rock with the face. Hello, rock with face. And with that, Lady Seer is over. And when we come back, folks, you know exactly what's coming, because we are returning to the replay of Lords of Magic. We have another person to control. We have the other side of the coin to play. We defeated Balkoth the first time round, but this time round we're going to be Balkoth, and our objective will be what we were trying to stop the first time. Conquering all of Urak and plunging it into chaos and death. Will we succeed? Who can say? I'm going to be playing on a slightly higher difficulty, so things will be stacked up against me a little bit more than they were before. This is going to be a more difficult road, but I've learned things, or rather relearned things, that should help me out. But will they help me out enough? Will Balkoth prevail? And will it be Lord Bradigan that we're up against? It probably won't be. I imagine Order will have the warrior or the mage lord, but who knows? It'll be a mystery we'll uncover together. And so, I'm Kikoskia, and that was Let's Play Lady Seer, a game that impressed me with how good it is. If you like platformers, and you like games of the Game Boy Advance, give this a try. You won't be disappointed. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.